Well, Valiant Ambition tells a story that really covers 4 years. It begins in the summer of 1776 with a huge British invasionary force about to descend upon Long Island in New York, with Washington in his first opportunity as leading a large army in battle, and he suffers the ignominy of the Battle of Long Island. And eventually the British will take not only Long Island, but New York, and forcing the Continental Army to retreat, eventually all the way to the Delaware River. And it starts there and then quickly goes almost simultaneously in chapter 2 to Benedict Arnold. Now that America has lost New York, the only thing between the British and ultimate victory in creating a pincer movement where the British Army in New York will meet up with this other invasionary force coming down from Canada along the length of the Lake Champlain, is an American fleet of about 15 vessels led by Benedict Arnold. And if the British can punch their way through that fleet to Fort Ticonderoga, take it, and then go down the Hudson and link up with British General Howe in New York, the war will be effectively over. And so Arnold, in the Battle of Valcour Island, fights this incredible engagement, which he fights the British to a draw, even though he's against an army, a fleet that's more than twice the size, and saves the day for the moment and sets up what will become the Battle of Saratoga a year later. And the book follows these two men. We begin with Washington at his lowest, Arnold at his highest, and we watch over the course of the next 4 years as Arnold, after almost losing his life at the Battle of Saratoga, descends into the decision that rather than fight for his nation, it's time to become a traitor, that the best thing he can do for his country and himself is to let the British win, while we see Washington, after stumbling in New York, become that indispensable man, the only person that's holding the country together. And I think the story I'm really trying to tell here is that, we think of the Revolution as being these moments that Trenton, Princeton, Valley Forge, and then Yorktown, and we won. The fact of the matter is this war went on year after year after year. The American people began to lose faith in the battle they had begun in 1775 and 76. And it was really only Washington holding what was barely a country together. And so I take it to that moment when Arnold, who's now commander in the fall of 1780 of West Point, decides to attempt to turn that over to the British. And this could have been the ultimate blow when America was at its lowest ebb. And it fails, and we see Washington as the true leader, that is the only one holding the country together.